Good day, YouTube, and welcome to another episode of the Albino Rhino Beer Review. Today you have the Rhino. We're looking at a beer sent to us by Brian, so thank you very much, Brian. Today's beer is a beer that does have a different title than the one that also scans up on the tag of this. This is Lake of Bays Pumpkin Ale. Now, Lake of Bays did a Wild North Pumpkin a couple years back, which is no longer in production. But when you scan the barcode on this one, they both come up. This one comes up on Untapped, as does the other one. So they have the same barcode, but they admit that the Wild North series is no longer in production. It has been a couple of years, so something usually does change. So we are going to look at this as if it's a new beer, because it may be. I don't remember what the Wild North ABV was, but this one is 6. And it'll be the first and probably only pumpkin beer I have this year, because I'm in the Arctic, and first off, there's no pumpkins. Second off, there ain't many pumpkin beers to get up here, because, you know, you can get bud. You can get bud. You want some bud? Now, there are some pumpkin beers that are some of my favorite beers out there. Warlock's Pumpkin. Warlock. Southern Tier's Pumpkin. Southern Tier Warlock. I did like Dark Side of the Moon. There are a lot of really good pumpkin beers out there, and there's a lot of really horrible pumpkin beers out there. This one has a beautiful color, though. Look at that. Okay, to my eyes just here, it looks mahogany, but looking at the camera, it looks ruby red. More like amber, holding it up to the light. Slightly off-white head. Oh, that smells nice. Lots of noise coming from my house. There's a dog chewing on a taco. My daughter's in her room just screaming random things. My wife's watching something out on the couch. This is the first time that in a while of drinking beer, basically since I've come up to the Arctic, that sniffing it out of the can is worse than sniffing it out of the glass. It smells nice out of the glass. Reminds me of fall. I get a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of allspice. Out of the can, I just kind of get regular metallic lager. And I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm saying that that's what my paradigm is. That what my nose is smelling is just regular lager. Ingredients. Put this off to the side. You hear that squeaking? That's the dog with the taco. Water, malted barley, wheat, hops, yeast, vanilla, spice, and pumpkin. So I'm not smelling the vanilla. I'm not smelling the vanilla out of the can. I'm not smelling the vanilla out of the glass. I do get like an allspice, clove, nutmeg, cinnamon scent. But with the vanilla, that would make me think that this is going to be more like a pumpkin pie, which is the type. I like the sweet pumpkin pie pumpkin beers. And I don't like pumpkin pie, so it's a weird thing that I like the sweet pumpkin pie beers, but I hate pumpkin pie. Cheers, let's try it. Okay. It did say wheat, too. It did not in there? Yeah, so for malted barley, wheat, and pumpkin, it is a little thin. I would have expected it to be a little bit higher of a thicker of a mouthfeel. Nice carbonation. It's on the low end, which just makes it kind of silky smooth across the tongue. Flavor, you get a nice malty caramel. Back end, you get a little bit of like a clove dryness mixed with a bready biscuitiness. There's also a tiny touch of like cinnamon dryness. For any of you that have done the cinnamon challenge like idiots and almost killed yourself, you know what I'm talking about. That just dryness at the back of the throat for no real reason. Not a lot of flavor in it, just a dryness. All in all, though, what's the best way to put this? Um, I was never. I was always open-minded trying Lake of Bay's beers. I always was. But there was never a time where I was really, really. That's a. They did have a. They had that stout that was really good too, but they never really made things that made me go wow ever. And I don't know if over time my palate's changed to a point where I'm accepting more middle of the road type of flavors, or if they change somehow. But I find myself enjoying Lake of Bay stuff more and more as I'm getting older. Maybe I'm just becoming a weird old man. I don't want to be a weird old man. My hair's white, but I'm not old. I'm not even 40 yet. Anyway, back to the beer. I like this beer. I do. And it's again the first pumpkin beer I've had all year. No, that is a lie. That is a lie. I forgot. I had that pumpkin pale ale from La Brassure du Monde. This is better than that. And I never thought I'd say that because I love Brassure du Monde. Don't. But their pumpkin beer was not this pumpkin beer. Who wants to do a pumpkin pale ale? The hops overpower everything. Pumpkin doesn't have a lot of flavor. Pumpkin's giving you a mouthfeel. It's the spices that give you the flavor. So when you give me a fucking pumpkin pale ale, you're making a like slimy, greasy pale ale. Who wants that? Who wants that? It still was a good beer. Don't get me wrong. You know, this doesn't remind me of St. Ambrose Great Pumpkin when it first came out. This reminds me of the current Great Pumpkin in that it does have some pumpkin spice, it has some pumpkin flavor, it has some pumpkin spice flavor, and it's just an average, easy drinking beer. And it's only 6% alcohol, so you can drink a few of them. And it's not a bad beer at all. I like the can. I think this tastes quite akin to the Wild North. I can't remember if the Wild North was also 6% or if it was lower, but this is quite akin to it. Out of 10 on this, I'm going to give this an 8.25. I enjoy this. I would buy this again. If I get down to Ontario and there is some of this still available, I'll buy some more of it. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you, Brian, for sending this to me. Cheers. A bientôt. Au revoir. A bientôt. See you soon. Bye-bye. Mwah. Bye-bye.